Welcome back, everyone, to the UL Monroe Warhawks Dynasty, featuring the Cajun 6 Conference. We've got the New Orleans Bowl here against the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. That's like a mouthful, man. The UL Monroe Warhawks against the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Whew, scoreboard glitch. Let's get that fixed up. First play of the game, finding Ben Crawford. Back-to-back big plays for him. He's got a kickoff return all the way up past the 50-yard marker. Now this big catch as well. Second down to goal. Lucas Key fire into the end zone. That is Robert Porter for a 9-yard touchdown. And we're already up on top here, 7-0. Key 3 of 5 on that drive, 32 yards and a score. Murray, the quarterback here for the Blue Raiders, marching his troops down the field up past the 5-yard line. Now down at the 4, first and goal. And Christian Klump says, "Don't even try it." Big time hit in midair. Don't try to leap over me. Who do you think you are? Seen all these college athletes trying to jump over people, but he's going to say payback's a bit. Rushing touchdown. I'm not saying it. I'm not doing it. Content is made for children, right? Or not made for children. Hey, Kappa. Remember all that when that was a thing? Kappa. YouTubers were all freaking out thinking that you're going to get shut down or canceled if you were making content that was, I don't know, long story short. Let's get back into gameplay here. We got an interception. Lucas Key fires to the end zone, intercepted, but Edwards on the other side, we get the football back here after this INT, perfectly timed, and it gets the football back in Lucas Key's hands. 3rd down and 10, Key is rolling to the right. He makes one-man miss and then throws it in the dirt. No, Houston Harris makes a 22-yard grab. He comes back to the quarterback, and watch this catch for a big man. Like, that's not an easy grab, but somehow the refs said that he was down. Not even by contact, because that's not college rules, it's pro rules. But either way, it's a big catch for a big guy right there. But we do pound this thing in with Dylan Huff. That's a touchdown. And then Matt Jones, I don't know how that ball wasn't picked off. That's interesting. First and goal here for Murray. Fired up the middle. That's Matt Jones again. And that's good for a 7-yard touchdown. So tie ball game. Murray 11 of 12. The only incompletion tonight was the interception. Lucas Key with 1:19 left. 1st and 10. Deep bomb with a little back shoulder throw to John Felix. Touchdown Warhawks. 9 of 18 is Lucas Key. So he's got to perform a little bit better. I don't know if that was purposeful or if he just underthrew it. Either way, John Felix baited his man to go into the end zone. Come back for the football. Great catch. Missed tackle here for Matt Jones. Cooper Caddick, the backup quarterback, can't make the tackle. This man is all the way to about the 24? No, maybe a little upwards past the 20-yard line there. But 3rd down and goal. We got to get a big play defensively. That's a great job by our defense right there. And just, if you have noticed, some of the lighting here inside the Superdome is a little strange. So with these cuts, with these quick cuts, sometimes it gets really, really dark. So I had to like manually fix it. I don't know. It's a college football revamped thing. You'll see it here in the national title game as well. But yeah, just, I'm trying my best out here, guys. But here's Jonathan Edwards with a deflection. There it is again, just real bright. The scoreboard's really bright, but at least the picture is pretty much correct. 3rd quarter, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Ben Crawford, touchdown, huge play. That one wasn't underthrown. That was a well-timed route, well-timed throw by Lucas Key and Ben Crawford, and that touchdown right there puts Crawford at the leaderboard for most touchdowns receiving in school history. Gotta love that. Now here's Christian Klump, big-time tackle. Leads to 4th and goal. Middle Tennessee will kick the field goal. Deep bomb, contested throw there. Wow, what a play by Houston Harris. He's made some really, really nice grabs here in this bowl game here. So really impressive young man. He's going to be coming into the next couple seasons as our top tight end number 1. Look at the lighting. Do you see the little shading that's happening on the field? It's just weird on the college football revamped mod. But 4th down and 12, there's an example right there. I didn't fix that one. But 4th down and 12, field goal opportunity. The CPU was telling us to go for it. You ask your coach, and he says to go for it there. I don't know. I don't like 4th down and that long. I know we're an aggressive team. Try the field goal. You go up by 8. But maybe, possibly, we should have just gone for it with that missed field goal anyway. But Middle Tennessee with this touchdown run, they take the lead here, 29-28. And we've got our backs up against the wall. Here comes Barry, gets the legs taken out. of Murray, the quarterback, but he delivers a perfect strike to Bo Lewis. Look at that route. Look at this hit. 31-28. We are down by a field goal, and it's going to be up to Lucas Key to lead us down the field. We need at least a field goal to possibly head into overtime. And we also got to consider killing the clock because we don't want to give him the football back here. 2nd down and 2, play action. Key fires up the middle. That's Ben Crawford. Makes a couple men miss. Shrugs off one guy, and we get dropped here at the 45. Minute 6. Lucas Key scanning the field. Nothing is open. He's going to scramble to his right. Past the 50. First down is a given. Run out of bounds there, Lucas. He does. 26-yard run. 57 seconds left, and Key is going to fire it up the middle. There is to Vaden. Trevon Vaden, the freshman, comes up huge with this catch. We'll call a timeout. We got 2 left. 50 seconds. Key fires to the end zone. Ben Crawford, touchdown. UL Monroe is now up 34-31. We will just kick the extra point. Only up by 4. Last play of the game here for Middle Tennessee State. Almost intercepted, but look at the clock. 1 second left. They have one more play to go. Murray. Deep bomb. Tidwell. Perfectly played. Perfectly timed. UL Monroe will win this football game in some dramatic fashion. Our first bowl win ever, I believe. I think that's their first bowl win ever in school history. And it just so happens to be at home in New Orleans. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Look how dark the field is back there. Just like the lights have just turned off, man. It's just weird stuff. Lucas Key really improved that completion percentage as the game went on. So he kind of found himself as the game went on there. So I'm impressed with the way that he fought back. He's going to the NFL. He's going to the pros here in our Saints franchise. So I still think that he's going to be kind of that day 3 projection, like a round 5, round 6 type of quarterback. I just don't think, he's put up the numbers, but I think people are thinking he's like kind of like a system quarterback type of guy. And I think he's going to get knocked a little bit with this bowl performance, even though I think he really brought it back a little bit. I just think that, coming out of a smaller school, and he was 2nd in passing to Darnell Bourgeois. So if that's any indication, in the NCAA, he was 2nd in passing touchdowns. I think he's definitely in the top 10 as far as touchdowns are concerned. But let's now get over here to the playoff. We've got both games here to show, plus the national championship. I won't reveal to you what that championship's going to be, but it's either going to be Ohio State Army, or it's going to be Georgia Tech and Tennessee. So those are your 4 teams in the CFP. And right off the get-go here, we got a missed field goal. Army on 3rd down and 3. It's going to get down to the 5 after Ryan Dawson, the running back, was in the Heisman race earlier in the season, but as the season went on, even despite that number 1 ranking, that he kind of fell off just a little bit. But here's a little triple option play, and he's going to get stopped. And that's Derek Bird, the quarterback, going to get dropped there. They will kick the field goal up and good, just better field position to get that going here. So Brian Gordon, the tight end, we've talked about him in our tight ends reveal. Plus, we've talked about Ryan Armstrong. Look at this guy go. This running back, I kind of ripped him a little bit for not being the speedy running back, but my God, guys, his ball carrier vision, his power through the running lanes, definitely a lot better than Lucius LeBlanc, that is for sure, but LeBlanc does have the lightning to that thunder. So in each respect, they're pretty good running backs, but I'm kind of leaning towards Ryan Armstrong just a little bit. You guys might have noticed here it is a 10-10 football game as we've stepped forward into this ball game here. A minute 20 left in the second quarter, and then we've got a quarterback fumble. Oh my. Number 1 Army recovers the fumble, and they've got a chance here to break the tie. We've got a break sack there by Derek Bird, but unfortunately he's going to go down. That's Jack Brown with a sack. It's going to get Ohio State the football. Big time run here by Ryan Armstrong. Take a look here. He's going to get all the way down to the sideline, making a couple people miss based on the trucking ability. I love this guy, man. And then take a look. We've also got RB3, Mike Scales, because Lucius LeBlanc is actually still hurt. So he's been out for the entire season. But this guy, Mike Scales, has been so good. Ohio State there with a touchdown and then a fumble all the way back. Returned to the end zone. Touchdown. 24-10. Is starting to be a romp. Daryl McFarland. Scoop and score. And I think he's the one that caused the fumble. Nope, he just picked it up. He's gone. Yep, see you later. Big man. Big man can move. As we jump ahead, 5 seconds left to go. Army tosses this baby up. That's going to be a catch at the 1 yard line, and then they will fire this into a touchdown. But the game is over. The game's over. As soon as that ball hit the receiver's hands into the end zone, touchdown, game over. You made it close. Made it a lot closer. 34-28 is your score. Ohio State will advance to the CFP Finals, the championship game, the national championship game. Ryan Dawson, decent game. Bird, pretty decent game, 20-25. But look at what Ohio State did. They did not deviate from the ground game. They literally just told Army, you guys like to run the football? We can do it better. I mean, my goodness. We got Ryan Armstrong out here with over 200 rushing yards, a couple touchdowns. The guy was a menace today. This is Jason Stanaway, another big-time linebacker in this draft class. 5 tackles today. So very solid performance there in the CFP. Next up, we've got Georgia Tech, number 2 against number 3, Tennessee. A couple players that I like to stand out here would be quarterback Jeff Young for Georgia Tech. And for Tennessee, they got a lot of offensive linemen, couple defensive players in the class, plus a running back, LaJon Reynolds Jr. We'll talk about him if we see him. But right off the get-go, this is why I love Jeff Young so much. 1, 2, 3, 4 broken tackles, 5 broken tackles, 6 into the end zone. 6 broken tackles for 6. That was the most insane run I believe I've ever seen in this football game. That's ridiculous. A quarterback. He's like Tim Tebow out here, guys. I truly believe that. Like, that's my best comp for him would be a better passing Tim Tebow. Ridiculous run by Jeff Young. Quarterback Tom McCoy going to throw out here to the left to Nick Jordan for a big catch. And then we've got LaJon Reynolds Jr. Look at that push by the offensive line. I mean, every Georgia Tech player was in the end zone. I mean, that just goes to show you again that how many pro linemen that Tennessee has on this roster. Just crazy. But Jared Cox with the catch, and then I believe with that pitch and catch there, actually no, he's well above that. So I hate when that happens. It's got to show it to you in gameplay. It's got to show you the record breaker in gameplay, even though he broke it weeks ago. it's goofy. But touchdown here, Georgia Tech 17-7, and then take a look at Tom McCoy. He's trying to get his best Jeff Young impersonation on right here. 1st and 10, McCoy fires to the end zone, touchdown. That's Jason McDuffie. Tennessee fighting themselves back into the game here. Minute 10, Jeff Young, look at the speed. Look at the blocking out there by the wide receiver. It's money. It's money. Feed him. Just feed him, man. Keep giving him the football. 3rd down and 5. Young, pass. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to have ourselves a tie football game as long as Jeff Young... I was going to say if he can catch him, but he can't, guys. He can't catch him in time. Can't make up for the INT. That's a pick 6 in Tennessee. Tie ball game here, guys. 3rd quarter still, 3 seconds on the clock. Georgia Tech with a little run play. Oh my goodness, he at it again. Jeff Young braced a bunch of tackles. He's gone. There's nobody catching him. Look at he's creating space on that cornerback. 71 yards rushing for Jeff Young on that play. Touchdown Georgia Tech, so he gets it right back. This is why I love this guy so much. He literally just said, I made a big mistake. Let me make up for it with a huge run of my own. But Maurice Horn, 39-yard run. He gets the score right back. Another tie game situation here. Jeff Young, pass completed to Charles Davis for 8. 3rd down and 3. Young running to his left. 1st down. A couple other broken tackles. He's so good at that. Getting the extra yardage there. 235 yards rushing for this man. Ridiculous performance so far. 1st down and 10. And look at what we've got here with Leo Vincent. He's got his break tackle on as well. Touchdown Georgia Tech. And late in the 4th quarter, up by a touchdown. You got to like Georgia Tech's odds right here. Oh, yep. Even more so after this. An interception returned for, almost a touchdown. But either way, Georgia Tech will get that touchdown. Leo Vincent punches it in, and the game should be over. And it is. I forget sometimes if they get another score or not. It's been a little while since I edited this. But that would be your player of the game. I wish they would have shown you the broken tackles. Jeff Young, obviously your player of the game. 231 rushing yards on 24 carries, 13 of 18 for 160. There is no way that this guy does not get taken inside the first round. He might even slip down to the second round just because of the fact that he's just kind of that, he's getting the label of being a running quarterback and not so much a passer. But when you have led your team to 52 points in the college football playoff and you're going to the national championship, I think you definitely have to be moving up those boards from day 3 projection to at least round 2. At least round 2. LeJon Reynolds, 2 receptions for 7 yards. I did not catch his rushing yards, but I'm sure that they were fine. He's still a good running back, a guy that you can get a little bit late, kind of a cheapy running back, but nice little sleeper addition there. But look at the total offense there for Georgia Tech, 558 yards. Got a couple turnovers on each side of the ball there for both teams. And as we go ahead and we simulate Louisiana against Toledo, 35-26, we did not get a scoring summary. Interesting. But the game did happen. They did play football that day. Alan McAllister, 16-25, 2 touchdowns and a pick. And the one thing I've just noticed about McAllister is every time you simulate a game, it seems like he just gets hurt. Like he's got to leave. He's got to leave often. So that's kind of a big concern, kind of a red flag for me if I'm going to consider drafting him late. I'm kind of shying away a little bit from Alan McAllister. Really, when I first started this series, I really liked McAllister. I thought he was going to be kind of a round 1 type of quarterback, but I don't know anymore, guys. I think that he's kind of slipping a little bit with how much he gets hurt, and he's got to leave, and he's got to get off the field. But Anthony Decker, another big-time linebacker in our draft class, was good for Toledo. Had a couple tackles for loss. Had a sack in there, I think, is what I saw. So he had himself a really nice game. Southern put up 617 yards of total offense against Western Michigan. And Bourgeois, yeah, he was kind of pissed off at that last game against UL Monroe that he wasn't a Cajun 6 champion. So the man throws for 7 touchdowns and 558 yards. Most people would have said, Darnell, eat it. Don't play this game. You know, you're pretty much locked in as the number 1 player in the class. Don't play this game. But he said, no, man, I'm playing. I'm gonna fire 7 touchdowns. No picks, no turnovers, ridiculous completion percentage. I mean, he played extremely, extremely well. I think he's definitely still in consideration for number 1 overall. All right, let's get to Ohio State and Georgia Tech, the national championship, and take a look at this guy. Oh my gosh, where does he throw it to? They go for it on 4th down, and he goes, hi-ya! Throws it into the dirt. Unbelievable. That's a good break for Georgia Tech as they elected to go for that 4th down. I like it, but 3rd and 12, I don't like that play. Georgia Tech not able to convert. And let's go here to first quarter here, 3:35. Running back Ryan Armstrong, 1 tackle missed, 2 tackles can't be missed, but another big run here for this man. He's shooting himself right up the draft boards as well. And a little off-balance throw right there, 3rd down and 8. That's not going to get it done. That's Reggie Young with a loss on the play. 3rd down and 12 for Georgia Tech. Look at Jeff Young firing up the right side, right in between the numbers and the hash marks there. Off-balance throw too. 3rd down and 10. I don't like that play. Draw play. There's Jack Brown again. We saw him get a sack in the last game with Ohio State. Deep bomb here to the left there, and it's going to be picked off. You'd like to see that. Georgia Tech, you know, as a Michigan guy, I love Georgia Tech right now. Got to beat Ohio State. The FIs. Not going to say it. Kappa. You know what I'm talking about. A big-time throw right there. 5 minutes here in the second quarter. Adam Wyatt, 56 yards. And here's a running play on, again, 3rd down and 4. They just, I don't like that. I don't like the draw plays. I don't know where this is coming from Georgia Tech. I didn't see that at all against Tennessee. So what's up there, Georgia Tech? You're getting too conservative here. 9-yard run there for Ryan Armstrong. 1st down and goal. Turns to 3rd and goal as we jump ahead. And Tucker, wide open lane. He's going to get into the end zone. That is an Ohio State lead. 7-3. Late second quarter. This is starting to get me a little bit worried, especially for Georgia Tech, especially for Jeff Young. You know, what's going on with him? How is he producing in this game? We'll see if a couple of stats updates, if we can get him down there at the line score. But yeah, I think I'm a little worried about that first round projection, that second round projection for this man. He's got to lead this team to a touchdown drive. They do, but I want to see a little bit more of those big plays like we had against Tennessee. That's what we definitely want to see. But oh, the defense. Look at the option play that was just absolutely red. Interception on a option play. How many times are you going to see that? 3rd down and 9, and Georgia Tech goes short again. I don't know what they're doing. The play calling is just really, really strange to me. But they will get the field goal, and then Ryan Armstrong is broken loose. 3rd down and 1. He's going to take this all the way up to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard marker. 134 rushing yards for this man, and he finds himself into the end zone. That's Shane Williams, actually. Check it, the fullback. 14-13. Ohio State takes the lead, and Jeff Young has got to break out some magic. Nope, not right there. He just gets rid of it, throws it away. I don't know if it's a smart play. You take the lead, though. I mean, you can't ask for much more here. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. What's he doing? Damian Tucker does a robotic spin, turns himself around, and it's like he did the hokey pokey. I don't know. Jared Swain with a big catch, and then here goes Ryan Armstrong again. The guy can't be stopped. He's just like pushed himself into first, maybe second round projection, man. He's just crazy right now. But we do get a fumble, and of course Ohio State picks it up. That couldn't have gone the other way. Ohio State picks up their own fumble, gives them new life, and Tucker, oh my goodness, go, 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 go. Interception. Can anybody catch him? No, they can't. He is gone. 20, 10, touchdown. Georgia Tech with the pick 6 at about the 2-yard line. Charles Chase, nobody can chase him. He's gone. Georgia Tech takes the lead 23-14, but oh no, we got a big problem here. This is Mike Scales. Of course, as soon as Georgia Tech decided they were going to make a huge play, Mike Scales comes into the game and he says, watch this. Huge run for Ohio State. They go down by 2, and then here's Mike Scales again. He gets to the corner down the sidelines. That's another touchdown for Ohio State by this guy. This dude's gone nuts. 27-23. 2-point conversion will be no good. So Georgia Tech now down by 4 points. They have to win this game on a touchdown. They can't do anything with this field goal. Does you no good. So 2nd down and 10. Pass going to be completed. A little floater out there to the left. Nice catch. Good throw. And Jeff Young, 1st down and 10. Breaks a bunch of tackles right there. Oh, yep. There you go. He squirts a little up there past the 40-yard line. 14-yard rush right there. But take a look at the numbers, guys. Only 63 yards as a big letdown from the last game against Tennessee. 2nd and 12, and they're going horizontal again. Then they go draw. 2nd and 12 with a draw. I don't like that. It gets you to 3rd down and 14. You need a big chunk play because you have to go for it here on 4th. And Young going to pass up the middle here. They're going to get a good chunk of change there. That's 7 yards. But it leads you to a 4th down and 7. This is the game. 57 seconds for Georgia Tech left. You got to convert here. And they don't. They throw it short. And the game is over. Ohio State, as much as I hate to say it, are your college football national champions. And of course, this is, for storyline purposes, this is kind of cool because this is where Melvin Breaux actually went to be an offensive coordinator in our series. So as we simulated 6 years from our base roster, which would be 2022 rosters, we simulated 6 years to kind of get this fake little universe here. And yeah, won a national championship with them as well, with C.J. Stroud. So unfortunately for Georgia Tech, they dropped the ball here. They had some big plays. I don't think that they got the production that they wanted to from Jeff Young in the offense. But overall, you know, I thought the defense played well. They had an interception from their D lineman. They had an interception for a pick 6. Like, they had some big-time plays defensively against this really loaded Ohio State roster, but they just couldn't. They couldn't come through when it mattered the most, and I think that might be what separates Ohio State from Georgia Tech. You know what I mean? But statistics-wise, we've got Brian Gordon there with 3 receptions for 12 yards. Offensively, as far as the offensive line goes, we got Scott Lee getting a pancake and giving up a sack. So he's one of our offensive linemen that's included in the draft class. We had 3 tackles for losses for Jason Stanaway. Sam Schmidt there, 4 tackles, 2 TFLs as well for him. He's also included in the draft class for the Saints. So congratulations, I guess, to Ohio State, even though I hate you. Congratulations. I was really pulling for Georgia Tech, but, you know, we got some players to talk about here because I didn't realize that Jack Cook, the tight end, was a senior. When I asked you guys to rename players, I really tried to get you to be like freshmen or sophomores, and if that just wasn't available for your player, I did take over seniors. And Jack Cook is one of those guys, so I do have to throw him inside the draft class. I didn't cover him in the draft class reveal, but he will be thrown in, so don't you worry. The creator of Jack Cook, don't worry, he's going to be included. A couple other guys too. We're going to have to throw in like Kalen Walker from Grambling State. He's a senior. I wanted to get him in there as well. Quarterback. So just a couple guys to just mention here very briefly that there's still some more players left to add in the draft class. But here's a little recruiting update. A lot of your guys' custom players are on my board here, like Raj Patel, Waldo Dante, a tight end. So we're trying to go after you guys, but there's your updated boards as we head into the offseason. Now, I did want to open the door, but a little spoiler alert, I think I should have saved that until the next week, because now I open the door, but I don't have any points to spend on him, and he's going to lock us out again. So not a good move there, but that's going to do it for the episode today, guys. We'll cover the offseason next Saturday. So it'll be this Saturday, let's see what the date here would be on that, the 8th. So October 8th will be our update with recruiting and offseason measures. I'll go over schedules for the Cajun 6 teams and do a little roster preview as well. But yeah, also, by the way, we don't see Lucas Key up on this list. This is sorted by overall. He's not in there. He will be included in the draft class. So when we go to cut players, I'm going to make sure that I cut that guy. Another thing, like Kalen Walker, he's gone. A couple other players that didn't leave would be like CPU players. I'm just going to edit their names and knock them down to like a 40 overall that way, because I can't cut them. So I got to do something with them. But CPU players like, I don't know, thinking of a guy like Dustin Perry, the running back from Florida International, Heisman candidate. I think not J.J. Smith, but basically juniors that didn't want to declare. I've got to kind of knock their overall down so that they're not like piling up stats. They're not a big contributing factor for why their team is in a bowl game or a national championship. I just don't want to get to that point. But just as far as some statistics go to end this video out, look at just what Jeff Young did, just as an example. I mean, the guy was crazy. 31 touchdowns to 7 picks. I think that's a good ratio. Plus, he had 1,100 rushing yards at quarterback. That's a really good season. I'm not going to let that national championship game deter me from possibly taking him if that's what our panelists, my scouts, decide that we're going to do. A little bit more on that in just a moment, but sorting by interceptions, just really there was nobody there that was going to be in our draft class anyway. Couple updates here, by the way. Some transfers are coming in, and guys, Cheltenham is a custom player. He's wanting to get out of Louisiana, and he's going to Grambling. So very interesting turn of events there, even despite knowing that Alan McAllister is going to be leaving. So something's up in the water there at the Raging Cajuns camp. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Leave a like if you like this thing. And again, Thursday night will be the Saints draft. Okay, so Thursday night will be the Saints draft. Thursday morning will be the Saints playoff run. So if we play one game, the wild card, and we lose, then that's the episode. And then plus the off season is going to be included in there as well, so that can kind of hide that you're not going to know unless you skip around in the video how far we made it. But either way, playoff run and full off season reveal will be on Thursday morning, and Thursday night will be our draft. And then therefore we can move on to year number 2 and get into the off season on Saturday for Cajun 6 action. And yeah, preview season number 2. So guys, again, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.